My ideal client enjoys long walks on the beach, is easygoing, is probably a Pisces or an Aries, maybe a Scorpio. If your buyer persona sounds more like a dating profile than a research-based customer profile, keep watching. I'll give you some helpful ways to create buyer personas and how that will directly impact your video marketing strategy. Let's go. Hi, I'm Suzi Lindner, owner of Sincerely Video. We help businesses humanize their sales and marketing strategies with videos that give your brand a friendly, familiar face. In our last episode, we covered the entire buyer's journey, from the moment your prospect identifies a problem to the moment they decide to make a purchase. But without a deeper understanding of who your customers are, you'll have a difficult time acquiring new customers and engaging with your current audience base. But first, let's cover some basics. What is a buyer persona? According to HubSpot, buyer personas are semi-fictional representations of your ideal customers based on data and research. This detailed portrait of who your customer is takes into account everything from their age, occupation, and marital status to their lifestyle, hobbies, daily challenges, their likes and dislikes, behavioral patterns, and even knowing exactly how your product or service benefits them. There are different ways in which companies go about creating buyer personas, and that will in large part depend on the size of your company and the resources you have available to you in order to conduct the necessary research and collect data on your customer base. But a good place to start would be to get input from your sales team and customer service reps, basically anyone on your team who interacts with your customers on a regular basis. Once you've collected that information, you can begin to identify patterns and commonalities. For instance, do a lot of your customers fall within a certain age group? Do a big chunk of them report dealing with the same problem? Did some of them learn about your company from a similar source? You can then use these patterns to categorize your customers into different buyer personas. As you are defining each persona, try to think of them as a real person. What is their life story? What motivates them? It can also be helpful to use a real name and characteristics that align with the customer segment they represent. So for example, this is tech exec Tyler. He's a 35-year-old entrepreneur running a tech startup. He is married, has 2 children, and a cat. He works 3 days in the office and 2 days from home and travels often for work. He doesn't spend much time on social media, aside from LinkedIn, which he uses for business networking, but he is definitely a sucker for funny cat videos on YouTube. He struggles with time management and delegating tasks while he's away. So, say you're a company that sells software designed to help teams manage their work processes and boost productivity. With tech exec Tyler in mind for your marketing video, you might use noisy kids, distracting cat videos, and busy airline travel to speak to Tyler's pain points, while highlighting the features that will improve Tyler's productivity when he's out of the office. The more you know about Tyler, his priorities, and what's important to him, the better you can tailor your message. Your videos should leave your audience saying things like, "I feel like you're speaking directly to me." "I feel like you read my mind." Or, "I like the way your videos make me feel." Notice that each one of those statements included the word feel. That is because human psychology and marketing go hand in hand. Our emotions have a huge influence over our behavior and our choices. So what resonates with tech exec Tyler might not appeal to number crunching Nancy or micromanager Mary. At Sincerely Video, we use buyer personas when strategizing video content for our clients. The work we do in developing a video concept and script are built around a single buyer persona. Now, this is important because obviously most businesses will have multiple buyer personas. And in some cases, the core concept of your video may overlap for a few of your buyer personas. But it is unlikely that any one video will appeal to the wants and needs of all of your customers. So instead of trying to appeal to the masses, consider making multiple videos to segment your messaging. The same can be said when it comes to video distribution, because knowing where and how to distribute your video content will depend heavily on that particular buyer persona and their preferred mode of consumption. There's a lot to uncover there, so we will dig deeper into video distribution in our next episode. I hope you'll come back and join me for that one. I'm your host, Suzi Lindner. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep it real, keep it human.